My name is Sandi Pirir and I am a second year student here at LABI College. LABI was always just a part of my life. I had friends, I had alumni at my church. It was always Instituto Biblico, Bible school. And finally, after a long time of trying to decide what I was going to do after high school, I never really thought that I could be someone to pursue higher education, because I just always thought that people in ministry or people in the church wasn't necessary to pursue. If you're called, you don't need higher education. But I came to college days in 2017, early 2017, and I stayed in the dorms, and I had a couple of friends come along with me. And that weekend, God really spoke to me and reached me in one of the night services. And I decided that I wanted to fill out that interest card. I decided to start the application process that weekend. And I kind of just made a leap of faith. And I had trouble in high school. My last year in high school, my senior year, I had a fear of not being able to graduate. So I made a dangerous prayer to God, and I said, God, if that school is where you have me and you're willing to make something beautiful out of this mess that I'm in, I know that you can do something in me and that you will work something out. And I remember making that prayer, and I said, if it's your will, I'll do it. But you gotta help me out, because I can't do it on my own. And everything just lined up after that. God does listen to things that you ask for. He's there and he's willing to help you out if your heart is in the right place. And so after that, I remember just finding a job, saving up for tuition. My parents were on board, my church was on board, I had friends supporting me, and everything lined up for me to be here. And I finally moved in August 2017. I would love to say that it's been great, and it has been great, but definitely LABI has been a place where God deals with you so intimately that there's days where you go through really hard stuff. You deal with really hard things, and the most beautiful thing about it is that there's prayers offered, there's chapels offered, and I've tried my best just to be wherever I can, always seeking God. And so these last 3 semesters have always been something that where if it's hard, I know God is there to help me back up. And so it's been great. Honestly, it's been amazing. A year and a half ago, the friends that I had now, I wouldn't have had. And if I didn't make that decision to be here, I probably would have never met these people. And it's people we grow to do ministry with. They become ministry partners is something we say here a lot. And it's just beautiful. So it's been a really good experience. I am the females RA here on campus, and dealing with women one-on-one has been probably the biggest blessing also out of being in this leadership position. I get to just pour out to women things that make me part of my story and aspects that have maybe hurt me, but I know that God has somehow healed and is still in the process of molding me, that I get to share with the girls, and I get to encourage them to have something authentic come out of LABI, have something authentic, not just in chapel, not just in the classrooms, but in the dorm rooms, through our roommates, through our prayers, through our room checks, through everything that has fallen into me helping out in the residence department has been of so much help, and has been eye-opening to the fact that we almost learn to depend on others to build each other up. I think that's what's been something about my leadership position. Here at LABI, you'll meet probably some of the most amazing people, and I've had that experience of having really tough days and coming to the dorm rooms and just having people hang out in the lobby, having people just crack a joke. And I laugh very often and very easily. And so being around people has probably been my favorite memory here at LABI. Seeing how people are passionate about their call, seeing how people are struggling with some of the things that they go through on an everyday basis. And so fellowship here at LABI having such a beautiful small community has been the biggest blessing in my life. And if there's something I could take back home, that being here, you don't just get a degree, you don't just get a spiritual call, you don't just get that spiritual encounter, but you learn to depend on people on a daily basis, even if it's just lighthearted conversation, even if it's just coffee, even if it's just ranting sometimes. If you are at home sitting down wondering if you want to sign that last line in your application, I would definitely just tell you that if there's that desire in your heart, if there is that pulling in your mind, take that step of faith. If you take that step of faith, God does so many miracles. I know growing up, my mom always said, God blesses obedience. And so don't be afraid to be obedient to the call God has for you. It's not the easiest thing to do, but if God sees that initial reaction in you, He'll definitely back you up, and He'll definitely be by your side every step of the way. My name is Sandi Pirir, and God's call is my destiny.